Greetings, people. I'm now visiting a pretty cool old ship graveyard called Curtis Creek, which is just south of Baltimore, not far from Glen Burnie area. This is a pretty cool ship graveyard, which a bunch of old ships that some of which have some pretty interesting stories. So we're going to take a little tour today and check them out. Looks pretty cool so far. Now that big wooden ship there we're looking at is the USS William T. Parker. Very interesting story about this ship. It was abandoned in 1899, and it drifted from the Outer Banks, North Carolina, completely unmanned, drifted all the way from North Carolina to Maine. Like a ghost ship, nobody on it. Then the winds from up there blew it straight back down the eastern seaboard until a tugboat brought it to Curtis Creek, where I am now. It is a 3-masted wooden schooner. Unbelievable how cool this is. I mean, a wooden ship. Now, there's another place called Mallows Bay down in Virginia on the Potomac. It's another ship graveyard. Now, Mallows Bay down in Virginia on the Potomac has hundreds of old, abandoned, decrepit ships. Now, what happened was back around World War I, there were 200 wooden ships built in Baltimore to help ship supplies over to Europe during World War I. Turns out they were poorly built, so they ended up never using any of them. That's the government for you. And then they just dumped most of them down there at Mallows Bay. But there's a small little ship graveyard right here in Curtis Creek. Another interesting story is about this ship right in front of us. Believe it or not, yes, it is made of concrete. A concrete ship. Just unheard of. Unbelievable. Never heard of it before until I read about it recently. But way back, there was a time when people thought you couldn't build a ship out of steel. They actually thought that. So they built some out of concrete, which just, to me, doesn't make any sense at all, but I guess they somehow got it working. And here's one right in front of us. old pier dock, checking out these other boats. Here's another pretty cool shot of the concrete ship and the wooden schooner. 3-masted wooden schooner. You just don't see those anymore now, do you? Wow, this is pretty interesting. Looks like some kind of Coast Guard cutter or some type of naval ship. Wow, there's an old anchor. Paint's peeling off of it. Pretty neat though. Very interesting. These are just sitting here. Right here at Curtis Creek, right by the Beltway. It's right up that way. There's a hole in this dock here, so don't step in it if you come here. Wow. This is very cool. So I've just been informed that I'm not allowed to walk on that dock for due to insurance reasons. There's a marina up here, or marine business up here, right up the road here, and you have to drive past them to get to this spot. Now this little thing here, this looks like some kind of other bow of a boat. Now there's a mast sticking up there. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, the guy was telling me, he was a nice guy, but as he was escorting me off the dock, that there's some other ships abandoned over by the Key Bridge, so we're going to explore that too. And here's some more old junk. So at least I got some shots of those two. Looks like Coast Guard cutters to me, but if anybody out there in YouTube land knows exactly what those boats are, those Coast Guard cutters or Navy, let me know. Once again, this is the boat launch right here. If you ever want to come down and launch your boat. Back there is the old wooden schooner. And here are these 3 vessels that looks like they're pretty much the same type of vessel. So like I said, give me a shout out there if you all know exactly what these are called. I believe they're Coast Guard cutters, but But I'm not a ship expert, so let me know. Thanks a lot. So also straight out there past this concrete ship is an old barge. Looks like an old barge out there, so that's pretty cool too. Now this schooner, which I absolutely love, looks like it's pretty long. It goes way back into there, so most of it has disintegrated, as you can see back there. That's a pretty long, pretty big three-masted schooner. So I'm a little closer shot to the rest of this ship, which is pretty long. Anyway, there she blows. I just think that is so interesting, that schooner. It just says history. It has history all over it. Pretty interesting little cove right in here too. Trash everywhere. Still pretty cool. Well, time to say goodbye to the USS William T. Parker, three-masted wooden schooner. And let's go check out some other areas right now. Thanks for watching, people.